Hello and welcome to yet another episode of EM Recap, the show where we discuss the news that made waves across India's northeast. So let's take a look at some of the important stories from the region that you may have missed. Disaster struck Sikkim on October 4 following a glacial lake outburst flood at South Lhonark Lake situated in North West Sikkim. The situation continues to be tense as 14 people have been killed and 102 others, including 22 army personnel, are reported missing while we are recording this video. Soon after the flood hit the northeastern state, the water level at Teesta river rose to several meters above the danger level, causing massive damage to infrastructure and public property. So much so that the Chungthang Hydro-Dam collapsed, sending shockwaves through the region and raising concerns about its implications. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Tamang on October 6 said that it was substandard quality practices followed during the construction of the Chungthang Dam, which resulted in the flood situation taking a catastrophic turn. He also said that an inquiry committee would be set up and those found guilty shall be brought to charge. Water levels in Teesta have started to recede and the government's prime focus is on rescue and relief operations. Many people are being treated in various hospitals while a few thousand tourists and locals have reportedly been stranded, especially in between Lachen Valley and Chungthang. The status of the region is still unknown because it has been cut off following the collapse of 19 bridges, making it difficult for the disaster management teams to reach. According to sources in the India Meteorological Department, the bursting of the South Lhonark Lake may have been triggered due to an earthquake that originated in Nepal on the intervening nights of October 3 and October 4. They had also pointed out that the lake had already become vulnerable over the last 11 days with unusual expansion. According to an estimate prepared by the Disaster Management Support Group, water from over 100 hectares of the lake gushed downstream, which then joined forces with the already accumulated water in the Chungthang Dam, causing it to partially collapse. The release from the dam multiplied the impact and triggered severe devastation in Sikkim and also in West Bengal. We have extensively covered the issue over the past few days and you can watch all the videos and the stories through the links in the description. I would also like to mention that all numbers regarding deaths, those missing and stranded may have changed by the time you were watching this video. Guess which state we have next in our list? You are right if you guessed Manipur. 2 weeks ago in our episode of EM Recap, we had said that Manipur got some respite after the government decided to lift the internet ban imposed since May 3 after violence broke out across the state. That did not happen. On Friday, the internet ban was extended for another 5 days, that is till October 11. As per the latest order, there are still reports of incidents of violence like confrontation of the public with security forces, trying to mob elected members' residence, civil protests in front of police stations and so on. The government order said that there is apprehension that some anti-social elements might use social media extensively for transmission of images, hate speech and hate video messages inciting the passion of the public, which might have serious repercussions for the law and order situation in the state of Manipur. That is not all though. Human rights activists are also being targeted for voicing their opinion. This time, the residence of renowned activist Bablu Loithongbam became the target of a violent attack. As per reports, around 30 people stormed the activist's home at Kwakethel in Imphal West at around 6 p.m. on October 5 and vandalized his house and vehicle. Locals tried to stop the miscreants but could not do much since the miscreants had locked the main gate from inside. The incident occurred on the same day the Meitei Lipun declared a boycott against the activist, prohibiting him from making public statements. The United Nations Human Rights Council quickly responded to the incident on their official Twitter account, writing, "We are alarmed by threats to human rights defender Bablu Loithongbam by Meitei Lipun and Arambai Tenggol groups in Manipur for speaking out on intercommunal violence since May. We urge authorities to protect him, his family and home and hold perpetrators accountable." We are yet to receive any update if any arrest has been made regarding the incident. Up next, we have Mizoram, which will be going to polls soon, but the dates are yet to be announced. But it is likely that it will be held within a time frame likely spanning November to December. On Friday, the Election Commission of India convened a meeting of its appointed observers, during which the ECI officials provided a briefing regarding the forthcoming assembly elections in 5 states including Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan and Mizoram. These appointed observers will be then deployed across the respective election-bound states. On the same day, former legislator Dr. K. Bichwa tendered his resignation to the Assembly Speaker, following which Dr. Bichwa commended the BJP, stating, and I quote, "Now that I have resigned, I contemplated which party I will join, and I decided to join the BJP because firstly, the BJP has governed for 9 years and we have seen that it has delivered good performance, propelling India towards becoming a superpower." He also highlighted the significant progress made in the Indian economy under Prime Minister Modi's leadership. I guess good news for BJP, Mizoram. Last week also saw KT Rokhau, who was elected as a member of the Legislative Assembly from Palak constituency in Siaha district on a Congress ticket, tender his resignation. Rokhau also expressed his intention to contest from the Palak constituency once again, but this time as a candidate from the Mizo National Front, which did happen. The MNF unveiled its list of candidates for the 40-member assembly at a program on Wednesday, which also mentions Rokhau. The list also features 15 new names, but what came as a shocker is that it mentions only 2 women candidates, B. Lalaumpui, who will be contesting from the Aizawl East 2 constituency, and Prova Chakma, who will represent the party in the West Tuipui constituency. 2018 election had only 15 women among the 200 candidates contesting the polls. Home Minister Lalcham Liana has opted not to contest in the upcoming elections, while Dr. K. Bichwa, a former Minister of State, faced expulsion from the party due to allegations of anti-party conduct. Chief Minister and MNF President Zoramthanga will seek re-election from the Aizawl East 1 constituency, which he previously won in the 2018 Assembly polls. Now, in what we have next may not have made waves across the region, but I felt it is worth mentioning since it is being called a miracle. In a rather strange turn of events, a newborn baby who had been declared dead at a private hospital in Silchar, Assam, woke up and started crying while being shifted to the crematorium. The baby was delivered on Tuesday night, that is October 3rd, and shortly after the medical procedures were over, the doctors informed the family members that the baby girl was critical and she required advanced medical care. Accordingly, the baby was kept under observation till Wednesday morning. As the baby showed no movement, the doctors informed the family members that she was no more. Now let me tell you that it was a case of premature delivery, as at the time of the delivery, the mother was 6 months pregnant. On Wednesday, the family members and the relatives were allowed by the nursing home to perform the post rituals. When they were en route to the crematorium, the baby started moving and crying. Overwhelmed with joy, the family members returned to the nursing home where she is now undergoing treatment. What do you have to say about this? Do you think it's a miracle? And would you have gone back to the same hospital? Let us know in the comment section below. That is all we have for this week's EM Recap. We will be back next week with another roundup. But before we leave, I want to request you to subscribe to EastMojo. You can visit our website and select the plan of your choice. We have also introduced a discounted package for students. Remember, your support will help keep EastMojo the way we have always been, independent and unbiased. Also, if you like our content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. I'm Kalyan Dev and thank you for joining us.